Ethan Cole was known as a powerful man who ruled his company with a calm and sharp mind. His days were full of meetings, numbers, and silence. He lived alone in a large penthouse that felt more like an office than a home. Lily Brooks worked there as a maid. She was quiet, shy, and almost invisible to everyone. She cleaned carefully and never crossed limits. Ethan noticed her only in small moments, the way she moved gently and avoided noise. One evening, tired but curious, Ethan lay on the couch and closed his eyes. He decided to pretend he was asleep, not knowing this choice would change everything. Lily entered the living room quietly, as she always did. She believed Ethan was asleep on the couch. His eyes were closed, his breathing slow, and his body still. She paused for a moment, holding the cleaning cloth in her hands. She did not want to wake him. She moved carefully, picking up a glass from the table and placing it in the kitchen. Every step she took was soft and careful. As she cleaned, Lily spoke in a low voice, thinking she was alone. She talked about her long day and how tired her hands felt. She said she was grateful for this job because it helped her pay rent and send money to her mother. Her voice was calm but carried quiet pain. Ethan heard every word. His body stayed still, but his mind became alert. Lily returned to the living room and noticed the blanket had slipped from Ethan's shoulder. She hesitated, unsure if she should touch him. After a moment, she gently pulled the blanket up and adjusted it so he would not feel cold. Her touch was light and respectful. She stepped back quickly, her heart beating fast, afraid she had done something wrong. She looked at Ethan's face for a second longer than needed. There was no desire in her eyes, only concern. She whispered that he looked tired and that working so much was not good for health. She said people who carry heavy responsibilities often forget to rest. Ethan felt his chest tighten. No one had spoken to him like that in years. Lily moved to clean the desk near the window. She wiped the surface slowly, her movements gentle. She spoke again, sharing thoughts she had never told anyone. She said life felt lonely sometimes, even when surrounded by people. She said kindness often went unnoticed, but she still believed it mattered. Ethan felt something shift inside him. Her words were simple, yet they reached deep. She finished cleaning and stood near the door, looking back once more. She said goodnight softly, even though she believed he could not hear her. She hoped he would sleep well. Then she turned off the lamp and left the room. The door closed quietly. Ethan opened his eyes and stared at the ceiling. His heart was beating faster than usual. He felt tense, confused, and shaken. He had expected nothing from his test, yet he had seen something real. Lily had shown care without reward and honesty without fear. Ethan realized he had crossed a line by pretending to sleep. He had seen her true self without her knowing. That night, Ethan did not sleep. He kept thinking about her voice, her words, and the way she adjusted the blanket. For the first time in many years, his quiet home felt full of emotion. He knew things could not return to how they were before. Something unseen had begun to pull at his heart, and he did not know how to stop it. The next morning, Ethan woke early. His mind felt heavy, and his chest felt tight. He sat at the dining table, but did not touch his coffee. Lily's voice from the night before stayed in his thoughts. He had heard many people speak to him with fear or praise, but never with quiet care. He realized how empty his life had become. When Lily arrived later that day, she noticed a change in the air. Ethan greeted her with a calm, "Good morning." His voice was gentle, not sharp like before. Lily felt nervous. She answered softly and went to her work. Ethan watched her for a moment, then looked away, unsure of what to say. As days passed, Ethan began to notice Lily more. He saw how she cleaned every corner with patience. He noticed how she helped other workers without being asked. She always stepped aside, never taking credit. Ethan felt a strange pull toward her presence. It was not desire, but curiosity and respect. One afternoon, Ethan asked Lily if she would like some tea. Lily froze. No employer had ever asked her something like that. She nodded slowly. They sat across from each other at the table. The silence felt heavy, but not uncomfortable. Ethan asked simple questions about her day. Lily answered with care, choosing her words slowly. She told him about her past in small pieces. She spoke of growing up in a small home, of learning to work early, and of taking care of others before herself. She did not complain. She spoke as if this was simply life. Ethan listened closely. He did not interrupt. For the first time, he felt that listening mattered more than speaking. After that day, small moments began to grow. Ethan would thank Lily for her work. He asked if she had eaten. He noticed when she looked tired. Lily remained shy, but she felt safer around him. She still kept distance, unsure of his intentions, but his kindness felt real. At night, Ethan often thought about the test he had done. Guilt slowly grew inside him. He knew he had seen Lily in a moment she believed was private. He questioned his own actions. Power had taught him to observe and judge, but not to respect limits. This realization made him uneasy. One evening, Lily accidentally dropped a cup. It broke on the floor. She froze, fear filling her eyes. She waited for anger. Instead, Ethan calmly stood up and told her it was fine. He helped clean the mess. Lily was shocked. Her hands shook and she thanked him again and again. That moment changed something in her. She saw not just a rich man, but a human one. Ethan saw how fear had shaped her life. He understood how much trust cost her. The space between them felt smaller, yet fragile. Ethan knew he could not stay silent forever. Truth pressed on him like weight. He wanted to protect Lily's trust, yet he feared losing her respect. As Lily left that night, he watched her walk away. He understood that real strength was not control, but honesty. He promised himself that soon he would tell her everything, no matter the cost. Ethan felt the weight of truth grow heavier each day. He could no longer ignore it. Lily worked as usual, calm and quiet, unaware of what he carried inside. Ethan knew that if he stayed silent, the bond growing between them would be built on a lie. He decided the truth had to be spoken. One evening, after most of the staff had left, Ethan asked Lily to stay for a moment. Her hands tightened at her sides. She feared she had done something wrong. They stood in the living room where everything had begun. The space felt tense and still. Ethan spoke slowly. He told her about the night he had pretended to sleep. He explained that he had wanted to understand her, but admitted it was wrong. His voice did not defend his actions. He said he had crossed a line and taken something that was not his to take. Silence filled the room. Lily's face went pale. Her breath caught in her chest. She felt exposed and ashamed, even though she had done nothing wrong. She took a step back. Her trust cracked in that moment. She said she believed she was alone and that her words had been private. Her voice shook, but she stood firm. She told Ethan that her kindness was not meant to be watched or tested. It was simply who she was. She said she felt small and foolish for letting her guard down, even in an empty room. Tears filled her eyes, but she refused to let them fall. Ethan listened without interruption. Each word struck him deeply. He realized the damage his choice had caused. He apologized again, this time with no fear of losing control. He said he did not expect forgiveness. He only wanted to be honest. Lily needed distance. She asked for time away from the penthouse. Ethan agreed without hesitation. The next days felt empty for him. The rooms were clean, but cold. The silence that once comforted him now felt heavy. During her time away, Lily stayed with a friend. She replayed the moment again and again. She felt hurt, but also confused. Ethan had not used his power to threaten her. He had owned his mistake. This made her question what trust truly meant. Lily realized she had always believed her quiet nature made her weak, but now she saw strength in setting limits. She understood that respect mattered more than comfort. This thought gave her calm. Ethan spent his days working, but his focus was broken. Thought about how easily power could harm without intent. He knew love could not grow where fear lived. He prepared himself to accept any choice Lily would make. After a week, Lily returned to work. She moved with confidence, her posture straighter than before. Ethan noticed immediately. They exchanged polite words, nothing more. But something had changed. The distance between them was real, yet not empty. It was filled with honesty. Both understood that what came next would be chosen freely, not forced. The future was uncertain, but it would be built on truth or not at all. The days after Lily returned passed slowly. She worked with focus and calm. Ethan gave her space, spoke only when needed, and kept his distance. He wanted her to feel safe. The quiet between them felt different now. It was honest, not tense. One evening, Ethan asked Lily if she would sit with him for a moment. His voice was steady. Lily agreed. They sat at the table where they had shared tea before. This time, Lily did not feel small. She met his eyes. Ethan spoke with care. He said he respected her choice and her limits. Said he had learned that listening was more important than testing. He did not speak of love or promise anything. He only spoke of truth and respect. Lily listened. She felt the weight of his words. She saw no fear in his face, only patience. She told him she needed to feel equal, not watched or judged. She said trust could only grow if both stood on the same ground. Ethan agreed, said he did not want power to stand between them. He wanted to be seen as a man, not a title. Lily felt something ease inside her. The fear she carried for years felt lighter. In the weeks that followed, their connection grew in small ways. They spoke during meals. They shared simple stories. Ethan learned about Lily's hopes. Lily learned about Ethan's failures. There were no games and no tests. One afternoon, Ethan fell ill and stayed home from work. Lily brought him soup and checked on him. This time, she did not feel nervous. She acted with choice, not duty. Ethan thanked her with quiet honesty. As he recovered, Ethan understood how much care Lily carried inside her. It was strong, not weak. Lily saw how Ethan allowed himself to depend on others. This was new for him. One evening, as the city lights filled the room, Ethan spoke again. He said he felt something deep and real for her. He said he did not ask for an answer. He only wanted her to know. Lily took time before she spoke. She said her feelings had grown too. She said they were built from respect and safety. She wanted to move forward slowly, without fear. Ethan accepted her pace. He did not rush. His choice meant more than words. Lily felt seen, not owned. Over time, their bond became clear to others. It was quiet but strong. They stood side by side, not above or below each other. The space between them was filled with trust. The man who once tested in silence now listened in truth. The woman who once hid her voice now spoke with calm strength. Their love did not come from control, but from choice. In that quiet home, something lasting had formed. A connection tied by honesty, patience, and care. It was not loud or grand. It was real, and it was enough.